Alright, the level 35 ninja quest given to us by Tsubame in eastern Lenosha next to the rain catcher gully docks, and she's right in front of our secret ninja hideout. It's called Killer Combinations. We will be rewarded with a new Mudra. So here we go. Mercy, why? I did not even hear your footsteps as you approached. You are becoming more and more the shinobi with each day. Oboro has been awaiting your return. Please enter. So do have to talk to Byakubu to enter. Byakubu. We talked to Oboro to finish this quest. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lump these together, I think. Ah, Mercy, it is clear from the manner in which you carry yourself that you have been most diligent in your training. I give a bow, I think. He gives a bow back, I'm not sure. But you are not the only one who has mastered the technique imparted to you. Behold my Eorzean bow, perfect in balance and form. He didn't, in fact, do a normal Eorzean bow. Now it is time for your next lesson. Watch carefully my hands, Mercy. With this mudra, the shinobi can summon the energies of the earth, chi, in our tongue. Etch its form in your mind, and I shall show you how to employ it in battle. We do get chi as part of the Killer Combinations quest, and also 7920 experience points just for doing that. I think we're gonna have a cutscene, him showing, cutscene. I raise my hand in the air like, oh yeah, I got chi, good job, me. And I'm gonna combine them. It's dumb not to do that. So I'm going to put chi in my alt 2. So alt 1 is 10, alt 2 is chi. I'll go through some combos in a minute here, because he might actually teach me. The next quest is Once Upon a Time in Doma. I actually did not know, I did not remember that those are going to be back-to-back, like killer combinations being a tiny little quest. Yeah. So, Once Upon a Time in Doma, given to us by Oboro, level 35 ninja quest in the secret ninja place inside in eastern Lenosha. Chi, or Earth, marks the second mudra that you have learned. With this, you are ready to begin the next phase of your training. It is through the combination of mudra that you will find new techniques. The first technique I would impart to you is Raiton, lightning release, which I believe is single target. When heaven joins with earth, lightning will flash and thunder will roll. In other words, form the mudra 10 followed by chi. Channel that energy forward and bolts of lightning will surge from your hands to strike your foe. As this is a more formidable technique than the Fuma Shuriken you have wielded thus far, I have taken care to reinforce the Mokujin outside the storehouse. Strike it with Raiton and I shall observe. So 10 followed by chi, so A1, A2, will give us Raiton. If you played Final Fantasy XI and you have not played Ninja, if you played Ninja in Final Fantasy XI and have not played Ninja in this game, or at least not gotten this far, Raiton was I believe that was the name for Lightning Elemental Ninjutsu. It was just one spell that you get, I think it dealt lightning damage and made them weak to water. Like in the elemental wheel that Ninja has in Final Fantasy XI. Alright. So, what we do is you go A1, A2, C. C is my ninjutsu. Let's pause that for a second here. So it's A1, A2. It is 650 potency, as opposed to the 450 potency of Fuma Shuriken. So in most cases, I can't think of a reason that you would ever do Fuma Shuriken over Raiton. I feel like there is a use for it, but I can't remember what it is. It might get buffed later. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. It is still 450. You have a little bit of time, but it's all part of the same timer. So once you hit one of your mudra, you have 6 seconds to both do another mudra if you want to, so a combo, and hit ninjutsu. See, that timer is the same the whole time. Okay. Very well. Now recall what I said during our first lesson. The techniques at your disposal are created not merely by which mudra you form, but also the order in which you combine them. When earth joins with heaven, the skies will rain fire and ash. In other words, form the mudra chi, followed or kai, however you want to pronounce it. It's Charlie H-I. I've always pronounced it chi. Followed by 10, and channel those energies forward, and searing hellfire will engulf your foes. But be forewarned, these techniques require considerable exertion of your spirit. After performing one, you will observe that some time is required before your mind settles and you are able to wield another. What he's talking about there is you have 2 charges of mudra usage, I guess. Once you use one mudra, you have that 6-second window to use another one or another 2 mudra. And then unleash your ninjutsu. That once you hit your first mudra, the 22nd, I think the 20. Hold on, we'll get that in a second. I'll test that because I'm not entirely sure. I think it is. Now demonstrate Katan, which is the fire one he's just talking about, for me on the Mokujin over there. Okay, so let's see if the 20-second timer starts when I hit the first one. It does. So I noticed here. So okay, 2 charges, 20-second recharge time. So you can go like chi, 10, ninjutsu, which is going to be, what do I say, katan, for the fire blast, which is AoE. Okay, so here we go again. So 350 potency to target and all enemies in a 5 yalm radius around that target. 350 is pretty damn good. And that is, for now, the only AoE we have until level 38. Yeah, that's it. There's no Death Blossom is just our 100 potency spammable AoE around us. So it's not until level 45 that we get our next mudra, which allows for 3 mudra combos, and that is a bunch of different ways to use it. If I remember correctly, one of them gives you an attack speed buff for 30 seconds, and it's good. It's like 25%. You attack 25% faster. It's good. So you kind of use that on cooldown, basically. You want to keep that attack speed to do 25% more, at least. I think it might actually decrease your global cooldown too, but it's been a while since I've played that. Anyway, we'll talk to Oboro to continue. Splendid. Your grasp on fundamental mudra combinations is firm, but knowing the how of the technique is only the beginning. You must also understand when to employ it. Chunin is our word for a shinobi who has attained full mastery of 2 mudra techniques. In our tradition, when a student is deemed by his master to show such potential, she is led to a waterfall outside the village to conduct intense training. I cannot take you to Doma, of course, but my maps tell me of a place in Upper Lenosha that should suffice. Fool Falls. The name is less than auspicious, but it will have to do. Meet me there and we shall proceed. Fool Falls. He said upper, right? Why? He said upper, right? Hold on. Oh, I don't have it tracked. That's right. I've got my leave meets tracked. Just don't track them. Just track what I'm doing here. Thank you. Oh, it was in the other part. That's right. Okay. So, I'll just do this one. So Upper Lenosha, if you didn't know, is basically the middle of the map is a big lake. I'll show you, or I'll tell you, because that's what this channel's about. We are starting to fly. So we have the only Ethernet shard in Upper Lenosha is on the eastern side. Oh, I don't have a Chocobo keep here? Oh yeah, I do. Wait. Okay, whatever. Never mind. Oh, these are... No, they're a little bit too low. Okay, so we have... Just now, we're flying over the lake to the west. I'm flying at flying mount speed. My alpaca. Not that it matters, they're all the same speed as far as I know. We're flying past some pretty tall, like, stone ruins. I just passed the middle of the lake. And I have basically reached the other side. Big lake in the middle of this zone. It's basically just split into west part and east part. On the west part, there's also this massive, like, it's a long skeleton, so I'm pretty sure it's like a water animal. I mean long as in 120 yalms, maybe more, probably more, maybe 150 or 300-ish, I don't know. Anyway. And then we'll go over here to the Fool's Falls, where as a blue mage you can learn a very important skill from these master corals. What is it called? Called Basic Instinct, which if you are solo in a dungeon or fate, anything that usually requires you to form a group of 2 or more to actually get in and do it, you can do it solo. Healing potency and damage are dealt 100% more. I actually forgot about that. So you do even more. It doesn't affect 1,000 needles, because that's always 1,000. But healing, actually, it doesn't affect healing either, because all you have is you heal half of your current hit points. Sorry, half of your max hit points. No, you heal. White Wind heals the entire group your current hit point total. Current. Anyway, go back to Ninja. But it's actually not as. I made a video about it. It's not as crucial as you would think it is, but it allows you to use things other than 1,000 needles to deal damage when you have Mighty Guard on. Anyway, if you want more blue stuff, I have some videos up to level 30, the level 30 quest so far. Not the whatever. We'll speak to Oboro here to continue. It'll be a capped at level 39 event. We have a black screen and we have a cutscene. Until today, I knew this place only as letters on a map. Gazing upon it with my own eyes, it is even more beautiful and powerful than I could have imagined. Yes, this will serve us well. There's like a Tri-Falls as far as I could see so far. My people do not worship your deities 12. Our gods are all around us, in the trees, in the soil, in the crashing waters before you. Close your eyes and open your heart to the sound of the rushing falls, that you might purge your mind of all worldly thoughts and distractions. The techniques you have learned will serve you well in battle, but confuse the order of your Mudra and you can just as easily turn victory into defeat. It is imperative that you keep a single focus of mind. So it is that masters have brought their students to falls like this one for training since my ancestors' times. Who is the more foolish, the fool of Fool Falls, or the fool who comes here without realizing he's been followed? I think it's the red garbed jerk ninja. Karasu, says Oboro. Now here's a curious scene. The dim one is accompanied today not by his swallow, but by a chirping horse-bird chick who fancies herself a shinobi. The dim one is displeased. This after our hero postponed 2 assassinations to make this little journey. Could his friends not greet him with a smile and some crumpets, or whatever it is the Eorzeans take with their tea? The dim one ponders. How did our hero know to find him here? Yet the answer is plain as day. The dim one is a creature of habit and tradition. Where else would he bring his prized new pupil? Tradition. Our hero spits on tired tradition. By the way, he's mentioning himself as the hero. No, for he is a shinobi of a different feather, ever-changing, never predictable, but always, always in style. Those who cling too closely to tradition are bound to suffer the fate of their forebears. Or are the lessons of the past so soon forgotten? Ready yourself, Mercy. It appears that the training today will be of a more practical sort. For a recap, 1-2, single target, starts with a 1, single target. 2-1, multiple target, starts with a 2. That's how I intend to remember it. But of course, all you have to do is ask nicely. It would be my pleasure to be your teacher for the day. Your first lesson, little chick. Raiton's lightning will strike a single foe, while Kanton's flames will raise many. Wield them wisely, or don't. It's only your life at stake. Oh, how generous is our hero, putting aside his killings and spyings to play mother hen to the horsebird chick. You will try to keep me entertained, won't you? I don't think I'm able to hit him in this one very much, but we'll find out. He's got a long line attack. I'll see if I can... Okay, I can right on him. Yeah, he'll just kind of dash around. Okay. I'll trying to right on him. Down to 83. Me and Oboro have him down to 80. Ah, he dashes a lot. He's really fast. Kind of all he does. Must they be so slow? Our hero tires of his dull dance. He's got a big circle you gotta dodge along with the lines. Big circles. I don't know when you're gonna start making me take out hordes of monsters, so I'm just sticking with... Oh shoot, those circles leave behind, I guess areas we don't want to go in? Yeah, flesh wound. What does that do? Damage or a bleed. Great. So I get to use my AoE. A bunch of guys will fight once. Couple fire AoEs there. Oboro's helping me take him out in general. You kind of run across this area that's been given to us. Raiton bullcrap to him. This one is strong. Keep focused and keep your Raiton strong. Oh, AoE Death Blossom. I think that's the AoE that I learned. He's going down. He's already at 35. Mug him and then do Raiton. Does that combine? Is Mud physical damage? Oh yeah, just all damage taken. Duty complete. Talk to Oboro to continue. You fought well, Mercy. I, however, should have known to expect the traitor's attack. I was careless and put you in danger. It will not happen again. It appears that Karasu has taken an interest in you, and I fear this complicates matters some. Let's return to the docks. There is much I would tell you. Boom, boom, boom. Return to the docks. Oh. 166 to teleport to Wineport. Which I learned is a good spot to do level 35 leave meets. I have not actually done the quest for them yet. I just hit 35, 6, whatever with Ninja recently. Black Mage and Blue Mage are both at 33. So after this, I'm going to do Gunbreaker 65 quest and then some story quests just to get to where I want to be. Oh, somebody else is doing... What are you doing? Oh, level 63. Yeah, you're doing something else. Cool. Good job. Welcome back. You may enter. Once upon a time in Doma. And we talked to Oboro to complete this quest. Cutscene. I would tell you a story of our past, a story of the traitor and why he must die at our hands. Growing up in the same village, I have known Karasu since we were both children. When we came of age, we began our training together under Master Gekai, Gekkai. From a young age, it was clear that Karasu possessed an innate talent for our art that few could rival. I spared no effort in my training, yet struggled to grasp techniques that he would master effortlessly. In his own way, he possesses a mind singularly devoid of wasteful thoughts, a mind seemingly unclouded by concepts such as right or wrong, good or evil. Despite this, deep down, I always thought of him as a brother. All that changed on that fateful day when Castle Doma fell to the Garleans. Someone had betrayed our homeland, sold our secrets to the enemy. Looking upon my friends as their bodies lay broken and bleeding, I saw a figure flee into the hills. It was Karasu. Were I younger, more naive, I might have pursued Karasu as he fled, in an attempt to reason with him. But it was clear that this man, this demon, was no longer one of us, if indeed he ever had been. Even Master Gekkai did not survive the slaughter. Did Karasu bear him some grudge, or was it merely a student's ugly pride? For our master's fate was the grisliest of all, his body mangled, his once proud face shattered beyond all recognition. I once held out hope that if I crossed blades with Karasu in battle, that I might understand something of what it was that made him do those horrible deeds. Yet another encounter only raises more questions. Yet each encounter only raises... I don't know how the hell only raises more questions. One thing is clear, however, Karasu could have killed us back at Fool Falls had he seen fit, and yet he chose not to. It was as if he were testing us, testing you. Needless to say, this does not change our mission. For his crimes against Doma, Karasu must pay with his life, and yet his thorough knowledge of us and our art has put Tsubame and I at a grave disadvantage. But you, Mercy, your thoughts, your movements are still unfamiliar to him. Yes, your presence might just serve to break his focus and afford us an opening. Yet to accomplish this, you must become stronger still. Promise me that you will not let up in your training. 7920 experience points. Once Upon a Time in Doma is complete. And the next quest, as usual, is 5 levels later at level 40. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you soon for Gunbreaker.